Hello everyone, Xiled Grayson here. So it is the 27th anniversary of Goldeneye, and I thought we could talk about it because the whole state of the James Bond franchise has been something that I grew up with, and seeing the way it's become, it's whole. Because if you think about it, in the same time period as the original producer, Cubby Broccoli and Harry Saltzman, they managed to make roughly 19 films, and in that same time period we've only had about 10. We haven't really had that many, and it's a bit of a shame. It really is a bit of a shame. And we've had Goldeneye, and there was a project that was being worked on which I was really looking forward to, and it was a fan-made project. It was going to be completely free. It was to celebrate the 25 years of Goldeneye, and it was just taking it from the original gameplay, level structure, weapons, and they were moving it to the Unreal Engine, and they got a cease and desist. Again, another company that's gone, no, we're listening to the fans, but we don't want that. We're gonna send a cease and desist. So that developer now is working on their own game. Looked really cool. We're looking forward to it, and we did get something. It was a badly ported version of Goldeneye, but there was also the live arcade version, which didn't get released. It got leaked. I've played it multiple times because it's the best version. If you ever want to play it on PC, I highly recommend trying to get that version, because it's pretty much like how the Master Chief Collection is with Halo 1, where you can play the game with the original N64 graphics, or you can go across and switch to a modern day graphics without any loading screens. It's really good. There was a way of rigging it to get it to work as multiplayer as well, which I haven't tried, but I would love to try that out. And it's brilliant. But we haven't really had anything from James Bond. If you think about it, we've had No Time to Die, which, to be honest, wasn't really that good. They held that film for so long, a few reasons. One, because of Daniel Craig trying to get him back, even though he's not really that great of a Bond. They also had the pandemic, and they were trying to get as much money as they can from it, which they said after a certain time period that they would then start looking into choosing the next Bond and working on the next Bond film, which they haven't done. Still haven't done it. And but you go on their social media and there's like new brands that them buying, them doing things like X Factor type shows, and there's not really anything grand. And the James Bond game that though is supposed to be in development, which has been a while in development, we haven't really seen anything of it since it was announced, which was Project 007, which apparently is going to be an origin story for Bond, which I think is a really cool idea. And plus the fact that the Hitman studio is working on that, I think would be really good, because the issue I have with all the James Bond games is it's mainly just running and gunning. Whereas if you actually have a look at the film, sometimes there is a bit of espionage, sneaking in, trying to get some intel and stuff like that. The best one ever to probably would have been done is like a Splinter Cell type game. That probably would have been perfect. Where you can go into multiple ways of getting in. You can go with little guns route, or you can go stealthy. I think that would be a really good game. And yeah, it's just been a shame to see the James Bond franchise go down really quietly, and there's all these different rumours of what could be happening, who they could have chosen, and there's nothing been confirmed. I think even the soundtrack choices have been really terrible after Casino Royale, because Casino Royale was probably the best film we've had in the last, decade, if not actually in the last 2 decades, really. So yeah, it's quite shocking to see how much it's gone, and if there was something that I would recommend trying to hunt down, is there is a Quake mod which was the last bit of Tomorrow Never Dies, that is probably one of the best mods I've played for Quake, because you are literally in that area doing, trying to blow the ship up. And it's just so cool to see, because I think the last few Bond games has been awful. When I played 007 Legends, I had that, and they said there was going to be a Skyfall level, and when it's that car shootout scene, that was terrible. That was a terrible choice. They should have gone for the last scene where you're in the Skyfall manor and you just blow that place up, because that's a mission I really wanted to play. When I watched the film in the cinema, I saw that and I thought that would be really cool. And it is a shame. I do honestly think James Bond is a franchise that really has fallen far from grace. People say like Skyfall's the best Bond film. It's a good Bond film, but there's a lot of things that they need to try and do to bring it back. I think they can bring it back. It just needs new blood in a way. I know I keep using that phrase. I'm not trying to hint towards New Blood Interactive, because they are one of my favourite game studios. But they do need something new. I think the person who's in charge, she doesn't see it as like a way of honouring the legacy. It's more about making money off the legacy. She hasn't put a thing that actually makes the films iconic anymore. And we need, even the choices in like directors, the choices that they've had with like the music. When you've got a band like Radiohead who creates a really good theme, and she goes no, and then she picks Sam Smith, it's like, you really don't know the grade of things that Bond needs. Bond needs to be like a really high grade type film, and there's people who could make that. Nolan really wants to make it, and I think he'd be really good. So yeah, anyway, so please like, comment, subscribe, follow the link in the descriptions. Everything's in there, and as always, stay safe, make our friends. Laters.